Hi everyone, welcome to my channel where we play The Sims, but we make terrible decisions doing it. Today I'd like you to meet Darren. Darren is a single young adult who just bought his very first house along with his Australian Shepherd. He works in the tech guru career, he's responsible, he's stable. Honestly, he's the kind of Sim you'd think would have a peaceful, drama-free life, which obviously means we are about to ruin it. Everything was going great until Callie Robles knocked on Darren's door and completely stole his heart. Naturally, the first thing I did was I gave Callie a full baddie makeover, because if there's going to be drama in this house, she's at least going to look good doing it. Callie moves in with Darren, and at first things are going really well. They're flirting, they're happy, they're building a life together. But then Callie meets Darren's work nemesis, Pierce, and let's just say, workplace professionalism immediately left the chat. Callie starts catching feelings for Pierce and begins cheating on Darren like it's her full-time job. Now, most Sims would probably break up at this point, but Darren's committed to the bit. Darren still believes Callie is his soulmate, so he decides to do things the respectful way and asks her brother for her hand in marriage. Peyton says, absolutely not, which causes Darren to do the most mature thing possible and spit in Peyton's face. So naturally, tensions are high. Darren then confronts Pierce and tells him to stay away from Callie before slapping him across the face like they're in a daytime soap opera. But Pierce does not care. Pierce said that's crazy and kept flirting anyway. So Darren decides to move forward with the proposal even without Peyton's blessing. When Peyton finds out that they're engaged, he goes completely ballistic and starts a fight with Darren. The fight ends with Peyton bloody and bruised, which honestly just makes him even more petty. So Peyton retaliates by throwing a red drink directly in Darren's face. But he's not done, because Peyton decides to invite Pierce over to Darren's house, where Callie immediately starts making out with Pierce right in front of Darren. At this point, Darren is in a full jealous rage and immediately fights Pierce again, because nothing solves a relationship problem like violence. But then, breaking news, Callie is pregnant, and Darren is not the father. And somehow Darren is still excited about the baby, which honestly tells me that this man desperately needs therapy. Callie, on the other hand, is having a full-blown meltdown. When she tells Pierce that she's pregnant with his baby, she begs him to leave his wife for her, and Pierce says no, which sends Callie into a spiral because she doesn't want this baby at all. Eventually, she does decide to yeet the baby, and things between her and Darren become extremely tense. Callie tries to break up with Darren, but Darren absolutely loses it and starts a fight while yelling, "Nobody leaves him." Healthy relationship, very normal. Meanwhile, Darren and Pierce somehow decided to make peace through a dance battle, because apparently the Sims version of conflict resolution is Step Up 3. Finally, Callie tries one last time to break up with Darren, and Darren becomes so overwhelmed that he literally goes into cardiac explosion and dies on the spot. So in conclusion, Darren bought a house, fell in love, got cheated on, fought everyone, almost raised another man's baby, and then died, all in like 3 days. The Sims is truly a beautiful game. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the chaos, make sure to like and subscribe and come back for more, because clearly my Sims are incapable of making good decisions. Thanks and have a wonderful day.